Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, D Farm. Thinking right out here in my lab. And yeah, I'm in teaching mode because I'm in the book. You asked the question, what book you get that from? I'm telling you before I start. The Nile Contribution to Civilization. We are the originals. We created a whole lot of stuff that today we still using and nobody gets credit for it. Nobody talks about it. This is our history. I'm bringing it to you. I got a whole bunch of information here. And if you ain't trying to be enlightened, this ain't where you want to be. I'm here to do just that. Enlighten you with I call useful information. Not just a bunch of information. No, useful information. So let's go. Rightism, 25 rule to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. But it's rhetorical. And if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and two. Might not be true. Class is about to start again. I'm on my teaching role now, and this is all about giving you information that you can actually use. We're going back over right thing we're talking about. I'm going to break down the understanding of what? The symbolism of the anthropomorphism of the animal qualities of God that we use as showing you we know their gift. I gave you the last one about the falcon. So let's go. When you notice this guy right here, Tahuti, you never see him in human form, okay? He's the ibis-headed bird. You see him either with the ibis head or in baboon form, but never in human form. He represents the mind of God, meaning the mind of us. He's the creator of the Majunetta. He's the God that brought into teaching and existence. So they used the ibis-head bird for a reason. Let's go and break down the one. Now they got all this other stuff broken down. I'm gonna take you to the ibis bird, scarlet beetle. Oh, we got Set, we got Anubis, Ampu, and we got Happy, the Nile Valley god. And then we're going to end up with Amun. And for all y'all Christians who think at the prayer saying Amen means so mote it be, it really don't. It's not a debate or argument. I'm trying to give you information that, again, use. It means the hidden one. Okay? Amun means hidden. That's the God that you can't see, concealed, hidden. That's the mystery. You had to find him. He's inside you. But the idea, Amun, is giving him praise. Why? That's the hidden one. It don't mean so. Would it be? It's in here too, so I just want to get that out there. All right, let's talk about the ibis-headed bird. The Greeks called him Dots, Hermes, Trismegistus. The Romans called him Mercury. All God's messengers. He's bringing the message from God. He's the deliverer. He's the teacher, the ultimate teacher, okay? The Sabbath. The ibis is a bird. And this is funny because I learned a few things. They say the ibis bird is asleep. When he goes to sleep, he tucks his head underneath his wings and his body assumes the shape of the heart. Now, I see everybody doing this heart. The heart ain't shaped like that. I know that now. It's a seven-sided, rolled up piece of organ. It ain't just pumping things just enough. It's actually rolled up into 7 ways. And I do my study, do my due diligence, so I'm learning things so I can listen and understand, and I can bring knowledge to the table of my understanding. But they claim this is the heart, so I'm gonna let that go. Y'all got y'all. Everybody seems to be doing it like the heart, but that's not really the shape of the heart. Moving on. Just want to throw that in there. I give tidbits every now and then, show off the understanding and knowledge I do have outside of what I'm already getting. I do have some other knowledge, and I can bring that to the table too. So let's go. But the heart is the heart. But that which was regarded, they call the heart the seat of the soul. That's where God resides for the umpteenth time. This is conscious. God's here in consciousness. He's here in life, in spirit, and consciousness. He got more conscious here than you got here. Another lesson again that they just found out that the heart mind is bigger than the conscious mind. All right, let's go. But the heart represents the soul and the spirit. Okay. And true intelligence. You can't get to God being ignorant. That's why those who are don't know. That's why all the bad guys, they don't really know God. Why? They acting against him. Those are the devils. The devil ain't manifested. Y'all create the devil by doing things against God. The ignorant people will always destroy what they don't know or what they're scared of. Okay? And the footstep of the ibis bird was said to equal what? 1 cubit, the measurement. As we want to measure our feet, no matter what size feet you are, everybody put their feet together and count foot. No, the ibis bird had the actual footprint. He's the originator of the cubic feet. More information. Now this brother got a bunch of information. I like it's different from my dude, Mr. Ashby. The brother Ashby, we deal with a whole different philosophy, but he got his stuff together. He on point. I'm gonna add a little stuff here and there. That's all. Okay. But the first cubit was born by the ibis bird. And he had a few other qualities. When he walked in, when he wanted to get something, it looked like he's writing. When he got the pecking it down there and finding what he want. And the way his feet is made, he can walk through mud and water with ease. Those are qualities that they're trying to show you. You use those qualities through life. Same philosophical principle. You can adapt them and manifest them in your life. That's what we call being like the God and goddess aspects. You can incorporate them in your daily life and try to get you to understand that they're teaching you how to think right. How about that? Now, which was considered a sacred unit of measurement. When Moses built his boat, he had to do what? How many cubits? Where you get the cubit from? Tahuti. Okay. And you see the name is spelled with the D. I try to make this known. And everybody don't know this, obviously. In grammatical etymology, the Chinese and the Egyptians flip-flop the sounds for the D and the T. The T in Chinese is pronounced D. The D in Egyptian is pronounced with a T. Tahuti. They call him Tahuti. Okay, not Chahuti. Tahuti. The D is considered the T sound. That's why. So another little tidbit. See, I try to plug it in there every chance I get. All right. But the Neteru, Tahuti, my man, was portrayed with the ibis head bird for that purpose. And it represents, you ready? Divine articulation. He was a teacher of speech and intellect. He was a teacher. He's the instructor, the first teacher of what? How to think right, how to use this thing right here. That's his mastery. That's what he tried to teach us. And Mayat is his counterpart when it comes to that. They try to make him. I got one guy, he teaches that no, he got Sashet. I know the history. So again, but everyone is God and goddess has a whole life history that they combined and created for them to make them like real people. But we know that mythology, but just like the Bible, mythology, we created people. Oh no, they real. Oh yeah, that's what y'all for short. It's to teach, it's the purpose. And he was the keeper of the sacred cubit, and he's the creator of science, writing, medicine. He was known to the Greeks, again, as Thoth and Hermes. Hermes Trismegistus. That means Hermes thrice great, 3 times great. 3 times great. It's a play on words because you got 3 states of consciousness, okay? 3 levels, okay? And he was great at each one. In every state of mind, he was great because he what? He was the thinker. He knew every aspect. That's why. The conscious, subconscious, and unconscious. He was great in each one of those areas. Amen Rapata. He's the mind behind all of them. Okay? Conceptually. This is where it comes from. And the Romans, they throw in their 2 cents. They call him Mercury. The guy with the wings on his heel. Real fast guy. Because when God think it, he made sure he get the message out. That was the concept. And remember, all these are metaphors for the brain. Did you know that? Did you know that? I put 30 years in studying. It's all about the brain. Trust me. Trust me on that one. Do your due diligence. You want to know yourself? Start studying the horoscope, zodiac signs, and what? They can give you character building because they had just already figured out. I'm Capricorn. They know me better than I know myself. And that freaks me out. But again, they had exceptional knowledge and understanding of who? Us. And how we work and how this thing can produce. Next, we're going to talk about the scarab beetle. My favorite, okay, Kepri. He's the man with the scarab head. He don't have no head. He got a scarab for a head, the beetle, the concept. Again, mental. Calm down. They showing you in the headdress. It's how you think of them, how you understand them. For it's all incorporated in what? Your brain, your ability to think. And using these characteristics teaches you to do just that. I figured that out. Yeah, I feel good about that. Calm down. All right, let's get to the lesson. The scarab beetle, you see them, they always rolling balls of dung. Okay? And this is where they come from. All right? But they are part of the ecosystem that they have revered and respect for. If the scarab beetle, the dung beetle, ain't in there to take care of the dung, call Houston, why? We got a problem. You know, that methane, all that still building up, no, it won't be good. So, again, God all knowing, he already had that planned already out. There's nothing that's happening or going to happen that ain't already been done, already been figured out. How about that? Nothing new under the sun, as they tell you. And that's a proven fact. It was up on it. But the concept is they laid the egg in the dung, and to nourish the egg, they followed the movement of the sun from east to west. And they pushing it backwards. They're pushing it backwards. You see here, they got their back hind legs pushing. But they also have wings. And when they come out of the dung, how about this? Y'all ready for this one? We all come out of the shit. We start in the world of shit. That's the dung. So that means we all come from the same place. And when they come out, they full grown, ready to go. What? Eat dung, lay eggs, and build more balls and push them across till we make more sparrows. That's their life cycle. And they able to fly. A little tidbit there, all right? There's like a flying crab, all right? And the zodiac sign, the Cancer, was originally the scarab beetle. And if you look at the back of the scarab beetle, it looks just like the brain. The sutures, everything, just like the brain. So they knew this a long time ago. So let's go. And they knew what they was doing. They knew just what they was doing. All right? The scarab beetle symbolizes, we're dealing with symbolism now. We're dealing with the esoteric teachings. But I'm going to break it down. Hopefully you can get a better understanding. That's what synopsis is all about, the breakdown and the symbolism. I love breaking it down. This is esoteric teaching, not the mundane, regular nonsense. The scarab beetle symbolizes what? Resurrection. That means we all rise up out our own shit. As George tell you, you either get with the movement or drown in what? Your own shit. That's where you come from. Ghetto, the hood, don't make a difference. You start from the bottom. Everybody do. Okay, it's fine. Level playing field. Question is, what you gonna do? Individual. That's when it comes individually, when it comes to you. And your immortality, it represents resurrection and immortality of what? God as what? Represented by the sun. Every day, the sun gonna die. When it gets to the west, it dies. Goes into the underworld. We don't see it. We got the moon. That's what he Tahuti to shine light on us at night to keep us, at peace. But he got to go through hell. When he going down the underworld, he go through hell. I love that story. Ra got a story. Him and the prophets, story of life, night and day. When he go into the darkness, he lights up the darkness. Right now, he here. So the darkness is in darkness. But when he get to the west and got to go down there, lights coming on, everybody know Ra coming, so they get ready. Okay? Another story. Again, there's a lesson in all this. This is a story that plays out in life. And the best part about it, it's your life. Put the cat out the bag a little soon. But that's the idea. And watch this, the scarab beetle. The scarab beetle lays its eggs in a ball of dung, which it rolls across the ground in the same direction that follows the path of the sun. That's why you see the scarab beetle pushing the sun disk. That's the concept. He's pushing the sun across the sky. In the first break of day, you got 3 phases of the sun. At sunrise, it's the scarab beetle, representing resurrection, new life. Okay? At high noon, he's Ra in his rare form. Where's Horus? Look up. Where's Haru? Look up. Okay? And at the evening, he's attuned. He's complete. He's going out to the underworld. He finished his job here. He got some other work to do. But he got to do work in the underworld. And he come back to survive. The fight between him and the prophets is a good story also. Okay? It's less us going to sleep. Right now, we wait. When we go into the dream state, if we're not lucid, we're not good meditators, our mind just, and we don't control that. A lot of people don't have a clue. But when you can lucid dream, when you can meditate and have your mind focused, this piece of hardware here is the most sophisticated thing known to man. And the key is to harness it and master it. You'll be better for it. And the heat from the sun, as they push the dung across, heats up the eggs inside. And the sun warms the eggs inside. I do this. Inside the dung ball, which undergoes what they call a metamorphosis. When the caterpillar go into that cocoon, everybody, we have a metamorphosis, even us mentally. We got to do things to get us to make that transformation mentally, become conscious. That's the name of the game. They're trying to teach you how to do that by giving you all kind of metaphors, all kind of allegorical, all kind of mythological stories to help you do maintain right thinking and focus and concentrate to know thyself. Who that? God. Where is he? In you. And undergo what they call a metamorphosis through the larva and the nymph stages before emerging into what they call the light of day. When we said this, the book of coming forward by day, that's what they mean. When the physical body died, the spiritual body can wake up and go back home. If it's enlightened. If not, it's going for another body. Okay? Didn't make it. All right? That's the concept. But coming back to light of day as a winged scarab. The ball of dung symbolizes matter. Physical matter, the sun. Amun, you don't see. Ra, you see. Ptah becomes the physical aspect of creation. Create himself into existence. I want a self-created God. I don't want a manufactured God. I don't want an alien God. I don't want don't give me that. I take the self-created one. I can work with that. All right. But when the egg represents spiritual potential, meaning life, we are born to this world to be whatever we can conceive, we can achieve. So it's been that way since forever. We done changed it, broke it down, split up, got it, but it's still the same thing. It's still the same thing. Okay. They knew this ancient time. They were giving you a breakdown of how it worked. All you had to do was study it. And it was a school for higher knowledge. Okay. They didn't come out here and, nope, just like college. You want to go to college? You can go there. It's there for you. They did that. Okay. But we are all born with potential to become God. Remember who we are, knowing thyself. And the newborn scarab, watch this, represents spiritual rebirth. Why? They full grown. They come out full blown. They come out ready to go. No incubation. No. They come out ready. Okay? That's what spiritual awakening, you ready. You ready for your next level. The nurture, Kepri, okay, scarab head beetle, he symbolizes this transformation quality. And it becomes an excellent metaphor for the process of resurrection. I love that transformation concept from the scarab beetle. We come out of shit. Simply, I get that concept. We're born and shit. Your job is to get up out. All right. This is one of my favorites. This is classic. I'm going to do one more. This is my dude. You hear me talking about the ego. Now, you're going to get the ego. That's set, okay? Right there. But he's an unusual looking dude, right? Some call him a donkey. Some say he's the donkey. Some say he's the aardvark because of the beak. But he got square ears. So he's a unique individual. They did that purposely. So let's get right into this list. I can wrap it up with him. The symbolism behind. And it's a different one than our Egyptian concept. Why? Set represents the ego. Here, you're going to see how he represents what? The stubborn jackass, okay? And that's, the ego can be that from a different perspective. Again, I like the concept. I'm going to break it down for you as we go. I'm going to add a little bit to it, but he got it perfect. All right, the ass is a stubborn and passionate and often overburdened animal. The donkey, he just load him up. He just walk along. So he the beast of burden, so to speak. Okay, the horse, the burden, the donkey, but it's the symbolism behind that, and the personality of humans. We just sometimes pile stuff on and just woe is me. But this personality is likened to the jackass who bears the weight of our suffering and carries us through life, but often refuses to go in the direction in which we wanted to go the best. I mean, he got a mind of his own. If he don't want to move, he gonna sit there. He ain't moving until he decides he wants to move. So you don't control the jackass, the donkey. He controls him, and that's the ego. If it's controlling you, it's gonna be up and down, in and out. It's on its own accord, and it doesn't really give a crap one way or another. That's why a lot of us go through life like that. The symbolism is perfect about life. The allegory is the whole thing. The ass symbolizes what? The nature set. We know him as the ego. See, but he got a different spin on it. So let's work with his side. Because like the animal, he is also a reddish color. Set represents the rebellious nature of your spirit and that which is often referred to as evil. Remember, the ego set that we know, he killed his brother, which is the spirit. So yeah, he's evil when it comes to that, okay? To get what he wants, he will kill. That's showing the ego will make you do things that you know is wrong, okay? But we see this symbol is in the Gospels. When Samson, strength or that, and defeated his enemies after being lured in by that beauty, Delilah, okay? That thing, okay? Told about it. So he pillow talk, man. And anybody victim of that, pillow talk. Give a little too much information to the enemy. And that person you land with because y'all sleeping and creeping is the enemy. You just don't know it. So they learn things about you that can destroy you. That's what they do. They call succubus and incubus. Get inside somebody's emotions just to destroy them with their own information. So you gotta watch who you break bread with, so to speak, or pillow talk. Men tell their wives a lot of stuff. Why don't tell their men nothing? Why do you think that is? They smart enough to know better. That's all. That's just smart. Dumb is revealing stuff that you might want to take to the grave. Well, this is my wife. I can trust her. Trust who? You. A little tidbit there about life. All right, you know me. I just try to give you a little heads up. Let me wrap this up. But we see that this symbolism in the gospel with Samson, strong as all get up, but weak when it comes to them women. And when they revealed to him how it is, what did he do? He went berserk and he defeated his enemies with what? With the jawbone of an ass. I kind of missed that one, but okay. But when Jesus rode into town, what did he come in on? In Jerusalem, to showing that he was the Messiah, he came in on what? An ass. So I get that sometimes. But that symbolism cost him his life. If he don't portray himself as the Messiah, God's son, he might still be around, doing him and Mary Magdalene and partying with the 12 apostles and turning wine into water and doing his thing, send me water into wine. But yeah, if he don't make himself known with that ass riding in town, okay, exposing himself to the prophecy. So they fulfilled the prophecy. Sometimes you might want to just come in a little more quiet. I want to fly under the radar. That's the one I'm going to get. I'm gonna stop right there because next one, my boy, I liked about him. He's Anubis, the jackal-headed guy, Anubis. He's the original runner of the afterlife until his father, Asar, came down and he graciously gave over. I ran my organization, and when I decided to hand over to my man, it went to pot. So a lot of times you might want to hold on to your own thing. But in right thing is another lesson in life. You know, I'm gonna get them in there as I go. I teach life lessons. All right, that's just one of them. But in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100, maybe 100 minus a day. So I've never known that my right thinkers who starting to get the symbolism and understanding how to use this thing on their shoulders who passed away. Master this thing right here. It's a beautiful thing.